Please, we may kindly sit down. Thank you very much. When we started the Great Ife anthem, I was quite afraid. I was wondering if the charms of some other institutions of learning have caught us. But because we are Great Ife, because we are residing, light shines into the other part of the world. We cannot be moved. We cannot be caught. Of the greatest effect. Yeah. It looks like the standard, but that's not the standard. There are some people here that needs to hear that we are just in our home class. We are not the greatest Ife. We are not the greater Ife. We are just the great Ife because we are incomparable. So in that light, we are going to echo great Ife once again of the greatest Ife. Yeah, that's the standard. We are here today once again to celebrate the induction of the Magnus Clinicals, the 2023-2024 graduating set of physiotherapists and occupational therapists, those that have distinguished themselves in learning and in culture. They've gone through all of the processes in 5 years plus X. They have been pressured on all sides. They have been taught on all sides, and today they are here as inductees. They are special ones today. They are the center of gravity of this meeting. So as we continue this program, I want to welcome some of our dignitaries that are as please let's give them a rousing round of applause. Please. All right. Thank you very much. So the first person I want to call this morning is the Vice Chancellor of the Obafemi Awolowo University, the Vice Chancellor of the only available university, the Vice Chancellor of the Oba University. So is ably represented by Professor Ilesomi of the Provost of the Postgraduate College, Professor Adebayo Simeon Bamire. Please, let's put our hands together very well. Thank you very much. The Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics, Professor G.A. Aderomu in absentia. The Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration, Professor Oluroku Akinfala, who is also unavoidably absent. The Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation and Development, Professor A.I. Akinyemi, who is also unavoidably absent. I would like to also make mention of Mr. A.K. Bakari, the registrar of this great institution, who is also unavoidably absent. Dr. O.A. Fadehan, the librarian, Mrs. O.I. Abogon, the bossa of this great institution. Now, I want you all to join me to put our hands together as I call on our brand new provost, Professor Dennis O. Adegbenbe. Professor Adegbenbe is someone you would like to meet because when you meet her, she likes to know your name. So that was the first encounter I have with her. So thank you very much for gracing this occasion. I want to call on the Deputy Provost, Professor O. Mwola. I think is also unavoidably absent. Please, let's put our hands together for him. The Chief Medical Director of the Obafemi Awolowo University Teaching Hospital Complexes, Professor John Kenny. Let's put our hands together. He would also join us shortly. I want to call on the Dean of the Graduating Department today, Professor B. Adeyemi, the Dean, Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences. Thank you very much for the solidarity, sir. All right. I want to call on the Dean of Clinical Sciences, Professor A.A. Salako, who is unavoidably absent. I would like to also call on the recognized Dean of Dentistry, Professor C.T. Amishe, who is unavoidably absent, and then Professor O.A. Esimai, the Director of the Institute of Public Health, Obafemi Awolowo University. Oh, all right. I've just been informed that our own dear Professor Somi Akinsolere is representing the Dean of Clinical Sciences. So I want us to put our hands together as we welcome him. Oh, all right. Thank you very much. Yeah, I like us at this point to also recognize the head of department, medical rehabilitation. No other person than Professor A. Ojuawo. Yes, that's just it. All right. I want you all to join me as I recognize this special person. Our office is one of the museums that we have in the department, in the College of Health Sciences. If you have been privileged to enter our office before, it's just a replica of what we have in Natural History Museum. I want you to welcome the chairperson of the Induction Ceremonies Committee of the College of Health Sciences, Professor M.Y. Ijadwela. Thank you very much. Please join me to recognize the presence of the College Secretary of the College of Health Sciences, Dr. Mrs. M.O. Adebajo. Okay, she is ably represented by the Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences Secretary. Thank you very much for coming. I'd like to also recognize the presence of the college bursar, Mrs. E.F. Adebayo. She was the one that approved our money. You are not clapping very well. Thank you very much, ma'am. All right, I want to welcome the Secretary of the Induction Committee, Mrs. K.R. Oluwagbemiga. I'd like to also recognize the Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences Secretary, who is wearing many caps today, ably representing the college secretary, also representing himself, Mr. Bamidele. The last but not the least on this high table today that I want to recognize is the man without whom today would not be holding. He was the one that gave us the date. If not, we would not have done it today. He is a forward-thinking man, having met him on some special occasions, and I can tell you that you are in good hands as you are inducted today. I want you all to, with rousing applause, welcome the Registrar and the CEO of Medical Rehabilitation Therapists Board of Nigeria, Professor Rufai Yusuf Hamad. Thank you very much, sir. Without much ado, would like to continue this program, and I would like to invite our brand new provost for our address, Professor B.O. Adebengbe. Please, let's put our hands together.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. First and foremost, I want to appreciate you for coming all the way to this hall. This program is supposed to be held on campus, but the convocation ceremony is coming on very soon. And so the university management decided to do a lot of renovation in Oduduwa Hall, which we normally use. And that is why we are forced to come out of OAU campus to the extension of OAU, which is the OAU Teaching Hospital. So I want to welcome you and appreciate you for agreeing to come to this place. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, respected members of the Medical Rehabilitation Council of Nigeria, esteemed colleagues, all members of staff present here, proud parents and guardians, and most importantly, our graduating inductees, I welcome you all to this significant and memorable occasion. Even though I'm standing or extending the existing protocol, this morning I want to appreciate the VC, Professor Simon Bamire, who is unavoidably absent, but still sent a very powerful person in the university. That's the provost of the postgraduate college, Professor Adetokunbo Ilesanmi. Thank you for coming, sir. And again, I would thank the registrar of the Medical Rehabilitation Council, Professor Ahmed Yusuf. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to travel down to Ife. And all the distinguished members of the I table, I want to welcome you to this August occasion that we are having in November. Today marks an important milestone in academic and professional journey of our inductees. It's a day that symbolizes transition from the classroom to clinical practice, from students or medical rehabilitation to professionals entrusted with the responsibility of restoring function, independence, and dignity to patients. It is indeed a moment of pride to the College of Health Sciences, Obafemi Awolowo University community, for you families, and indeed for the Nigerian healthcare system. The field of medical rehabilitation plays a central role in modern healthcare, as the burden of chronic diseases, trauma, neurologic disorders, aging, and life-related conditions continue to rise globally. The demand for skilled physiotherapists, occupational therapists, audiologists, prosthetists, orthoptics, and speech therapists become increasingly indispensable. Your role is not merely to treat, but to empower, helping individuals reclaim their lives and reconnect with their world. The training you have received here at Obafemi Awolowo University has been rigorous. It has challenged you academically, physically, and emotionally. You have learned to think critically, to work collaboratively, and to uphold the highest ethical standards. This experience has prepared you for the complex realities of healthcare practice. As you are inducted today, remember that professionalism is not defined solely by your certificates or license. It is defined by your conduct, empathy, competence, and integrity. The trust patients place in you is profound. Treat it with respect. To the Medical Rehabilitation Council of Nigeria, we express our appreciations to the registrar and all officers of the council for your unwavering commitment to maintaining standards of training and practice across the profession. Your guidance ensures that our graduates meet both national and global expectations of excellence. To our esteemed parents and family gathered here, we are saying thank you for your resilience, sacrifice, and unwavering support. Your encouragement has carried these young ones to this moment. To our inductees, this is not the end of your learning. It is the beginning of your professional growth. Remain curious, pursue further knowledge, embrace innovation, uphold humanity in your service. Let your practice reflect compassion, skill, humility, and dedication. On behalf of the college officers, all these, the entire academic and non-academic members of the staff of our great college of Health Sciences, Obafemi Awolowo University, and the university community at large, I congratulate you all in those sticks. I wish you a very bright future of great accomplishments as you step forward with confidence and a commitment to excellence. I welcome you all again, and I wish you all inductees a fulfilling, impactful, and distinguished career. Thank you all for listening. God bless you.
Please, let's jam our hands together as she goes to take her seat. Today's induction is a special one. And maybe as we go on, we are going to realize how special it is. Today's induction is hosted, like I said, by our brand new provost, our brand new dean, and our brand new HOD. And today is also a special day because the Department of Medical Rehabilitation is not just an organization or an institution. We are also a parent. So it is so special. Yeah, as we go on, I want to recognize the presence of Professor Rhoda Ikono, who is also here. Please, let's jam our hands together. All right. We also have seated on the high table, Professor Pascal Chokosa, cognate of the faculty from the Faculty of Science and an associate lecturer in the Department of Medical Rehabilitation. Thank you very much for coming, sir. We also want to recognize the presence of the former Dean Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences and the former president of the Global Alumni College of Health Sciences, Professor R.A. Adedoyin. Let's put our hands together. Thank you very much. Somewhere seated also is the president of the Occupational Therapy Association of Nigeria, Mr. O.E. Ayen. Please, let's put our hands together. Thank you. All right, we also have the representative of the Nigerian Society of Physiotherapists, Mr. Michael Ogudame. Thank you very much for coming, sir. All right, we will go on with the program. And at this point, I would like to welcome the Vice Chancellor of the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Professor Simeon Bamire, for his address. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. Congratulations, the inductees. Congratulations, all of the parents and the guardians and everyone that has come to rejoice with the inductees of today. I bring us greetings from the Vice Chancellor of Obafemi Awolowo University, Professor Adebayo Simeon Bamire. Let me congratulate once again both of the College of Health Sciences, Professor B.O. Adegbengbe. Can we give a clap offering to her? This is a historic moment for you, man. Let me extend the protocols that have been established, but also to recognize the registrar of the Medical Rehab Therapist Board of Nigeria, Professor Rufai Yusuf Ahmad. Let me recognize all of the deans in the Faculty of the Health Sciences. Some who are here and others represented. You are highly welcome. Let me particularly welcome the head of the Department of Medical Rehab, Professor Ojao. All of our esteemed professors, all of the staff, of the College of Health Sciences and all of the members of staff of the Department of Medical Rehabilitation. Let me again welcome all of the parents and the guardians and congratulate you once again for this joyful moment. I pray that you will actually enjoy the dividends of all of your investments over your children in Jesus' name. Today we celebrate a significant milestone in the journey of our inductees to becoming medical rehabilitation professionals. Your perseverance, your dedication, your passion for healing and for health brought you to this moment. As you embark on this noble profession, remember that your role extends beyond treating patients. You are advocates for positive change. You are beacons of hope, and you are symbols of compassion. Your expertise will touch countless lives. I don't need to be a prophet to say that. And your impact will be felt for generations to come. I admonish you to embrace lifelong learning. There's a way a graduate can feel I've come to the plateau. No, this is just the beginning of greater things to come. The beginning of unimaginable achievements and accomplishments in your lives. So I admonish you to embrace lifelong learning, to stay true to your values and the values, the ethics of your profession. And let empathy be the guide as you proceed in your practice. As leaders, you will inspire others. You will drive innovation, and you will shape the future of healthcare. The Vice Chancellor of this great university extends hearty congratulations to you all and to all your parents, your guardians, your loved ones who have come to mark this occasion with you. Once again, I say congratulations. Congratulations to the College of Health Sciences. Congratulations to all the faculties in the college. Congratulations to the Department of Medical Rehabilitation. Congratulations, parents and guardians. Congratulations, great inductees. Go on, fly the flag of Great Ife. Great Ife! Thank you. God bless you.
Jam our hands together for the Vice Chancellor. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. I have been informed that the bursar of the institution is represented by Mr. Adedon Jimmy Olaolu. So let's jam our hands together as we welcome him. Thank you very much for coming. Well, we would continue in this program by having right now the address of the Registrar, Medical Rehabilitation Therapist Registration Board of Nigeria. Let's put our hands together.
The Vice Chancellor of this university, ably represented by the Provost of the Postgraduate College. Great universities like many others are focusing on being feeders to other universities. In fact, some are reducing the number of undergraduate admissions and increasing the number of PG studies. And that's why the postgraduate schools are very significant and important part of the university. Very happy that you are here because it's part of what we are going to plead to you at some point about the issue of PG programs for medical rehabilitation. The provost, thank you very much, Ma. I see you like you're my mother. Thank you for taking care of us. Other principal officers of the university and the college, the dean of the Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, the head of the medical rehabilitation department, members of staff of the university, my parents. I can see Mr. Fani around there. He has been our father for long. He's the one that bought my form, PG form, when I finished my NYSC. And I was supposed to go to Ibadan for my MSc. Thank you so much, sir. You have been a pillar to me and to many of us. Parents and guardians, the heroes of today, our brand new colleagues. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm very, very happy and excited to be here. I always said this, without universities producing these young men and women, the profession of medical rehabilitation would have been extinct in Nigeria. I always said this, that there are two professions that we regulate. We don't have a single person on the register at the moment because the university is producing them. And therefore, we thank the university for the persistence, consistency in producing them to bridge the gap in what. Thank you very much. And to Ife, I'm in your constituency. We were taught by the same people. When I was in the university, the first PhD holder in physiotherapy to teach me was from Ife. I gave a story yesterday, but I'm not going to repeat that. But I truly appreciate this because we were taught by the best. They're still the best in the profession. As we relate with them, we know what they have contributed to the development of medical rehabilitation in Nigeria. Thank you so much for that. In the past, and even to some extent now, when people have back pain, so you lift an object and you feel a pain, or you're a driver or an officer, you sit for prolonged periods and you have back pain, you go to see a physician and you'll get prescription and you'll take it, the pain will be relieved. And over many years, you continue to do that, but you have not targeted the source of the pain. Physiotherapists are movement specialists. Since these problems are movement related, the cause is movement related, physiotherapists target the source so that you eliminate the pain completely. And because of that, physiotherapy all over the world is now becoming a first contact profession. So that if you have a movement-related problem, that the source is movement-related, you can go to the physiotherapist, first contact, so that the burden of paying the cost of fee of treatment twice or the waiting time will be reduced. And I heard yesterday through social media that the university has approved the DPT program. I want to thank the university for that, if it's true what I saw on the social media. Because that's what DPT does to the citizens of the country, reduce costs for them, reduce the waiting time. When I became president of the Nigerian Society of Physiotherapy, I visited two people, the very important people in education then in Nigeria. Professor Abubakar Rashid was executive secretary, National Universities Commission, and the current deputy Senate President, Senator Barrow Jibril, was chairman in the Senate for Education or TED Fund, something like that. And they told me something, the same statement, as if they met before I met them. And they said, do you know that physiotherapists in the US, can't remember that they said they were the highest paid professionals or amongst the highest paid. I can't remember their statement. I don't want to quote them wrongly. And I couldn't believe them because in Nigeria, that's not the mindset that we had at that time. But through research, I realized at least in sports, because sports is a participation or contact profession. You interact with people. And physiotherapy as a rehabilitation profession and occupational therapy also, sorry to my occupational therapy professionals, when someone has an injury or a disease and it's treated, it does not guarantee that they will go back to the field. They need the physiotherapist and the occupational therapist to rehabilitate them at the level of disability and handicap or activity or participation. And because of that in sports, those medical rehabilitation professionals are very highly paid. If you hear journalists asking sportsmen or women, when are you going back to the field? It says it depends on what my medical rehabilitation professional says. So because of this, they are important professions, and the universities that are producing them, we must thank them for continuing to bridge the gap in the workforce in this country. I want to plead with the university, please declare a state of emergency in the Department of Medical Rehabilitation, especially for occupational. We need a lot of occupational therapists in this country. We are always proud that IFE is the only party producing occupational therapists, but the number is very, very small. These therapists can only take the patient to an extent, but for the patient to go back to their occupation and their daily life, they need the occupational therapist. And we plead with you to please increase the number. And one of the reasons why many institutions in Nigeria cannot mount the occupational therapy program is because we don't have people with postgraduate degrees to teach in those institutions. And that is why I made that background earlier, that please increase the number of staff that will now help the senior ones to focus on a master's and PhD program so that other institutions can have those postgraduate degree holders that will go there and begin to initiate programs that will help increase the number of OTs in the country. I want to thank parents and guardians. You are the first physiotherapy teachers. Many people don't know. Physiotherapy, on occupational therapy, the professions, they are sciences, but they are also arts. And the art of physiotherapy and occupational therapy started from home. When you call the patient and say, massage my foot, or step on my back, or do this or that, that usually are health related, that was when the teaching of medical rehabilitation started. We want to thank you. Another very important thing is, in the UK, I studied in the UK, and when you have a psychological or social problem, they send you to a psychologist or a sociologist somewhere in one unit in the university. They will stop your program. They will say until you get a report from that unit that shows that you are psychologically and socially all right to continue with your studies, they will not allow you to continue the studies. In Nigeria, it's not all universities that have such. In universities, we focus more on the academic aspect. Have you passed your test? Have you passed your assignments? Have you passed your exams? But those aspects of psychological and social constraints, it is the parents that focus on that and give the students holistic things that they need to be able to focus on their studies. We want to thank you so much and appreciate you for all that you have done with these young men and women. And finally, to you, my brand new colleagues, first thing I will admonish you. Your identity is very important. You're a human movement system specialist. That is your identity, the human movement system. When you assess patients, you evaluate, you make diagnosis, focus on that. Your body of knowledge is kinesiopathology or pathokinesiology. It is not pathoanatomy. And therefore, as from the regulatory body, we take scope of practice very important. So practice within your scope. Your growth will be in geometric progression if you consider your identity and you follow a path that will help you to grow within that identity. That part is very, very important. Secondly, for a very long time, physiotherapists and occupational therapists have focused on hospital and university-based matters. We are there seeing patients, but the health system has 6 building blocks at least. Leadership and governance in Nigeria, even Federal Ministry of Health does not have any rehabilitation officer managing rehabilitation matters. There is no unit or division in the Federal Ministry of Health. The same thing applies to all the state's ministries. And therefore, it's very important because there is no strategic plan, there is no health, national rehabilitation policy. We don't have budget lines for rehabilitation under health financing. We don't have data coming from the bottom to the top or from the top to bottom on rehabilitation. These are all facts because WHO helped us to do situation analysis on rehabilitation in the country, and we found out all these issues. I want to advise you, when you finish your NYSC, don't just, all of you shouldn't go to the hospital or university to work. Some of you should begin to look for work in the ministries of health. Some of you should go to National Health Insurance Agency, National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, and many other institutions that will help us to bridge this gap in the health systems for rehabilitation. If you want to do your masters, some of you should go into health financing, health administration, and a number of other programs that will help us to be able to build capacity or integrate rehabilitation into the health system, especially at the primary care level and the community level where we don't have any presence at all. So I want to thank you so much for the perseverance, what you have gone through, and I congratulate you for achieving this great milestone. Thank you so much, everyone. May God bless you all.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Registrar, for the kind words. We have taken it to heart. And like he said, OAU is the cradle, just like we are located in the cradle of civilization. And that's why we are the mother of many professions. Occupational therapy profession also started from the Open University. And I can tell you that after many sets have graduated, there is still brain drain in the human resource for health in the profession of occupational therapy. So we are happy as an institution to be a proud trainer of occupational therapy profession. It's now time to go into the real business of the day. Inductees, breathe in hard and come down. I'm not seeing you breathing. Breathe in hard. Yeah. Okay. I'd like to call on the head of Department of Medical Rehabilitation, to present the inductees.
Good morning, everyone. Again, let me congratulate the inductees today, the parents, the university, and everyone seated here. Congratulations. The Vice Chancellor, sir, ably represented by Professor A.O. Ilesome, the Provost, College of Postgraduate College, my Provost, my Dean, and all the people on the high table. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. We are here to administer oath and to induct this beautiful and handsome people that are here. So once I call your name, you stand up and you remain standing, please. Thank you. Let me say again that this set is a very unique set, because what we have recorded before in the history of the university, in our department, as here with distinction, but has never been made as going to continue like that. Again, the curriculum for DPT was approved yesterday. All those ones were landmarks within these sets. So once I call your name, please remain standing. People with distinction in the department, Abe Stephen Olamide, please stand around, remain standing. Abioye Toluwani Mary, remain standing. Ayoride Jesu Dabira Adura Agbemi, remain standing. Oyetade Oreoluwa Pusola, remain standing. Samuel Faith Elizabeth, remain standing. Pass with credit indicating second class division. Anjo Henry Oladele. Falola David Ayomide. Oluwatobilola Aiza. Adesote Oluwatobi Abidemi. Ọmọládé Ọpẹ́yẹmí. Adégbájú Adémọ́lá Samuel. Favour Olúwadámilọ́lá. Adérètí Ìlàrí Oyinadé. Adéṣíyan Olúwaṣèyífúnmi Adépéjú. Adéwùmí Samuel Olúwadámiláre. Agúnbíadé Antonia Ọmọwùmí. Ahmed Awa Adama. Ajibade Túnmiṣe Susanna. Ajibola Akínwándé Joseph. Akínsulire Olúwaṣeun Ezekiah. Balógun Bólúwatifẹ́ Lórí. Dáramọ́lá Ayọ̀kúnlé Victor. Jimoh Ayọ̀mídé Yusuf. Joseph Samuel Ìníolúwa. Láṣebìkan Olúwakẹ́mi Rachel. Lásìsì Daniel Grace. Ọdẹ́bùnmi Ọmọ́táyọ̀ Marvelous. Òbíjọ́bí Olúwaṣeun Faith. Bùtì mẹ́rin Mary Tèmítọ́pẹ́. Ọ̀jẹ̀dìran Títílayọ̀ Abigail. Okole Emmanuel Chibuzor. Ọláwuyè Dámilọ́lá Taofiquat. Ọláyíwọlá Samuel Ọláyínká. Olúṣọlá Anna Mojoyolúwa. Oyèbẹ́mi Thompson Victor Obìnà. Adédoyin Joy Adédọlápọ̀. Adédùyí Tẹ̀ Ọ̀rẹ́olúwa Ayọ̀míkún. Munditai Mariam Busayo. Abíbẹ̀rẹ̀ Amidat Abisola. Àìná Lillian Ìfẹ́olúwa. Arímọ̀rọ̀ Albert Oyíndàmọ́lá. Udu Salam Ọlámídé. Gbàdúrà Emmanuel Olúwayọ̀kan. Ifechukwu Chidera Florence. Then people with pass that second class lower. John Oluwatumise Gbígbẹ́. Kazeem Victor Ayọ̀mípọ̀sí. Maruf Kapayat Ọdúnayọ̀. Ọ̀jẹ̀ládé Olúwadárasími Deborah. Joe Tolúwalàṣẹ Ezekiel. Kẹ́owó Similolúwa Elizabeth. Please, let's clap for them very well, please. We are clapping, clap for them very well. Ọlánígbẹ̀yìn Mary Tèmítọ́pẹ́. Ọláoyè Samuel Bolúwatifẹ́. Salaudeen Shenab Jubril. Táíwò Esther Ìfẹ́olúwa. Abolúgbé Israel Ọlásánmi. Bọ́lárìnwá Àbáyọ̀mí Adégbéyèga. Pass continue. Elevate. Pass with credit, please. Pass with credit, please. Pass with credit, please. Pass with credit, please. Those that I call are pass with credit, please. Please don't mind me. They are pass with credit. They are pass with credit. So I'm calling those that are passed now. Eleve Olajumoke Leah. Adegbule Oluwatobi Opeyemi. Please let's clap for them, please. Clap for them, please. If you know the river it takes for them to get to this level, you will clap for them. You will clap for them. And I have to put it on record that there's nobody here with third class. We don't have third class in physiotherapy. We don't have class in physiotherapy. We don't have them. So they are not, nobody's a dollar there. Yes, I can say that anywhere and everywhere. The minimum is second class division. And that can scale in any part of the world. Please, clap for them very well, please. Adedola Miracle Adebola. Jamiu Assis Ayoade. Yekin Kadijat Olajuwon. Miss Samson Oluwaseun. Adedeji Joy Abimbo. Victoria Ese Ogene. Oladele Joseph. Adétóyìnbó Moses Blessing. Fálẹ́yẹ Olúwaṣeun-Tèmítọ́pẹ́. Saru Mese, please. Ọlátúndé Joy. Onímọ̀lẹ̀ Ìyanu Olúwa. Awóṣìṣì Kẹ́hìndé. Azan Kudus. Michael Olúwaṣeun. Olúwaṣọlá Joseph. Taofik Mohammed Abọ́lájí. Adéọlá Tèmítọ́pẹ́. Láìtàn Ìbùkún Adé. Please again, let's clap for them. So now the occupational therapy teams. Once I call your name, please kindly rise up on your feet. Abiola Oluwatimileyin Emmanuel. That's Mr. Class Rep. That's why they were shouting. Ade Iyanoluwa Luke. Family Gali Precious. Loye Omalayo Timelala. I know you are going to shout. Then pass here, Uzo Ejinwa Esther Bethel. My dear sir, Professor David Adeyemi, I'm presenting these inductees to you. Process of admission of oaths from the registrar. Thank you very much. So you can come on board, come and present them to the registrar. Thank you.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, ably represented by the Provost of the Postgraduate College, the Provost of the College of Health Sciences, the Registrar of the Medical Rehabilitation Therapist Board, the Head of the Department of Medical Rehabilitation. I wish to congratulate these inductees who are standing before you. And of course, I want to stand on the already established protocol. In my capacity as the Dean of the Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, and on behalf of the entire faculty board of Basic Medical Sciences, it is my honor and privilege to present to you the inductees of the Medical Rehabilitation Program who have successfully completed all academic, clinical, and professional requirements prescribed for induction into this profession. These candidates have been duly trained and rigorously assessed in the core domains of physiotherapy and occupational therapy, and of course, other rehabilitation sciences. And they have been found be worthy in character, learning, and professional competence, and having satisfied all the conditions set by the faculty and as required by the Medical Rehabilitation Therapist Board of Nigeria. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, the Registrar, I hereby present to you the 2023-24 set of inductees of our Medical Rehabilitation Program for formal induction into the noble profession of medical rehabilitation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, the HOD and the Dean. Before we start the rituals, let me tell you a secret. in our class, the best clinician now from our class, graduated 2001. The best clinician had that class. And he repeated, I think maybe twice when we were in school. But he's currently the best of our class. That's a clinical physiotherapist working in a hospital. The best, the academics got a 2-1. And I've observed this in almost every set that I see. And I now try to do an analysis, and I realized that the curriculum, if you look at the credit units, you'll see that more than 2/3 are theoretical. You have 2 credit unit of all the theory courses. In fact, when we did our degree, we had only 1 course, a 6-unit course that is clinical in every year. So in the 3rd year, you have a 6 credit unit. In the 4th year, you have a 6 credit unit, that is 12. But the total is about 80 something, and meaning over 70 or 80% was more of theory courses that at the end of the day, the calculation gives you a CGPA. So what happens is that those, God gives us different capacities. There are some that are more science-based, some are more art-based. Some people are skill people. Some people are theory people. And at the end of the day, the curriculum will give you what you have given it. So what I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to underscore higher CGPAs. It's very important because in life endeavors, we need all aspects of life. We need those that will go into academia because that's why you deal with theories and research. But we also need people that will go into the clinic, and we need more of them. And since many of them that the curriculum has skewed towards the academic, does not give them a high CGPA, but they do much better in the clinic, I think we need to celebrate all of us. And that's why when God said we are all equal, we didn't, possibly some of us don't understand what that means. It doesn't mean that we are equal in every aspect of life, but it means if we take our score in every aspect of life and you total it for each and every one, at the end of the day, the score will be the same across the board. So thank you so much. I just said this because this is the first time that I've had of this presentation, and I had a little protest, but I think it's important for us to understand as we move out, or our parents that are here that have heard what has happened, or our friends that wouldn't know, if not because of the presentation, know that whatever the GPA of someone or the CGPA of someone does not mean their capacity is lower. It only means it's one aspect of life, it might be lower, but in another, it will be higher than all others that have high scores in other areas. And also take note of that issue of the curriculum and how it is designed. Yes, it favors the academics more than the clinic. That is very, very obvious. Maybe in the future, from what we can begin to discuss how we can balance out, because these professions are clinical professions, not academic professions. So we need to strengthen the clinical component of the curriculum, so that at the end of the day, you'll see a lot of the people that have that art, the skills, coming out with also high CGPAs, and also will help the clinical practice. Thank you so much. Now, there's a tradition, and I respect traditions, but I'm coming up with an innovation. People supported you in many different ways. Your parents, your guardians, the school management, your teachers, your friends, and people that you don't even know that have supported you one way or another. And usually the registrar will let you know the minimum that you should do to appreciate those that have supported you. And usually that is just at the point of induction. So what I usually do now to modify that tradition is to give you 30 seconds to a minute to think of the different ways that you have been supported individually, and come up with your own minimum of how you think you will appreciate those that have supported you. And that appreciation is not just at the point of induction, it's something that will continue in as much as you practice the professions of medical rehabilitation. I will give you 30 seconds. Good. So we'll go back to the tradition. We are going to take the bows. And I know you were here last year when we did that of last year. So I'm not going to describe how the bows will take place. But on the count of 3, you are going to bow, and then you take a step to your right. So you step to your right, take a turn to your right, and you'll bow. You'll take a turn to your right again, and you'll bow. Another turn to your right, you'll bow, and then the final turn is the podium. Of 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Then take a step to your right. Turn to the right. 1, 2, 3. Good. Take a step to your right. 1, 2, 3. Good. Take a step to your right. 1, 2, 3. Good. Take another step to your right. Thank you so much to all those that supported this fantastic young physiotherapists and occupational therapists. So we're going to administer the oath. When I say I, you're going to raise your left hand and hold the oath in your right hand, and you repeat after me. When I say I, you will say I and your name. And on your oath, you are going to say different professions, physiotherapy or occupational therapy. And when I get to that point, I will allow you to choose your own profession. So I. Before the members of the Medical Rehabilitation Therapists Board of Nigeria and this August Assembly, formally seek most sincerely the permission of the Medical Rehabilitation Therapists Board of Nigeria to practice the profession. I hereby solemnly swear to the following oath of the professional practice of: I will render to patients, irrespective of nationality, race, culture, creed, ethnic group, political affiliation, or social status, based on my clinical assessment and ultimate professional decision on treatment procedures, I will render my the best assistance I can to my best ability in the curative, preventive, therapeutic, and rehabilitative aspects of. At all times, I will maintain the highest standard of professional knowledge and skills. I will hold or keep in confidence all personal information entrusted to me or the records kept thereof by my patients and other colleagues. I will always cooperate with and respect the dignity of and other members of the health team with whom I have to interact in the practice of my profession, as relevant to any period in time. I shall only seek a just, deserved, and appropriate remuneration for the which I offer. as a citizen or resident of this country, I will always abide by the laws of the land. I respect her constitution. I will abide by the regulations of the Medical Rehabilitation Therapists Board of Nigeria. And the Code of Professional Conduct and Ethics. By all, I will give full support and participate in. So help me. So by the power invested in me as the registrar of the Medical Rehabilitation Therapists Board, I hereby induct you into the Medical Rehabilitation Therapists. Thank you. Thank you.
Now I will call on professional bodies to welcome the new professionals into the professional body. I would first like to call on Mr. Michael Okundami, the representative of the Nigeria Society of Physiotherapists. The new physiotherapists and occupational therapists can kindly sit down.
Thank you. Oh, just a minute. Yes. The Vice Chancellor, Professor Adebayo, ably represented, Provost, Professor Benis, all other senior members of the principal officers of the university, the HOD, medical rehabilitation. Dear parents, and fresh graduate physiotherapy, and ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings from the National Secretariat of the Nigerian Society of Physiotherapy and the President, Dr. Felix. The Nigerian Society of Physiotherapy is the umbrella body guiding the conduct of physiotherapists in Nigeria. The NSP, as it is called, helps to shape your professional persona and opens up windows of opportunity to interact with the world. Building the values instituted in you by this great institution. You have been trained to be organized, to be authentic, that is undisputed origin. You know where you came from. Great university, you are familiar with the university it is. You are universal. That means this product is good in any market in the world. You are also inspirational. You've been taught to be creative and to have active minds. You have also been instilled with the flow of the trends of development trailblazed by this great institution. It cannot be overemphasized that your entrepreneurial ability is more than expected at this stage. As you go into the world, remember your roots and the NSP has got your back. I want to congratulate you on behalf of myself, the Department of Medical Rehabilitation, OETSC, and the entire physical therapy members here present. You're welcome. Thank you. And thank you. And if I'm going to, if the Vice Chancellor will indulge me, would like to present an award to the best graduating students in the person of Miss Samuel Faith Elizabeth. Please, can you step forward? Please, can you come? On behalf of the Nigerian Society of Physical Therapy, Certificate of Excellence, award to Samuel Faith Elizabeth, in recognition
Finally, I welcome my newest colleagues and friends to the noble profession of physiotherapy. I admonish you to be true professionals and great ambassadors of OAU and the physiotherapy profession. Congratulations. I hereby invite Ms. Samuel Faith Elizabeth to collect our award. This is to recognize your excellence as the best graduate student. Congratulations. Invite Ajibade Susanna. She is the best graduating clinical physiotherapist. Congratulations. You're very much welcome to the profession. Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Let's put our hands together. In quick succession, I want to invite the President of the Occupational Therapy Association of Nigeria, Mr. O.E. Ayeni, to welcome the OTs.
The Vice Chancellor, other principal officers of the university, Provost College of Health Sciences, Dean Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, Heads of Department of Medical Rehabilitation, all the staff of the department, the Registrar of the Council, and other members of staff of Medical Rehabilitation Therapist Board of Nigeria, the inductees, parents are well-wishers, ladies and gentlemen. The entire executives and members of the Occupational Therapy Association of Nigeria are excited to welcome new colleagues into the novel profession of occupational therapy. From time immemorial, occupational therapy has been an integral part of the medical rehabilitation and, of course, an essential part of functioning healthcare system across the globe. Beyond hospital works, OT has relevance in diverse settings in the communities and industry by performing essential duties that restore functionality and enhance maximum optimal performance. These are what we are known for as occupational therapy. Permit me to take us down the memory lane of our started. In Nigeria, we started with diploma training in 2002 at Federal School of Occupational Therapy, and 2 years after, Great University raised the standard by introducing the first degree and only degree program in Nigeria that is training occupational therapists. So if you have been to any OT facility in Nigeria and in diaspora, there is a tendency that the OT you are going to see there was trained in this university. And since inception, the OT graduates from this university have been pioneers in various establishments in the academic and the clinical setting. Another interesting thing is that 80% of the current executives were all trained in this university. They are new inductees. You have been privileged to be trained in one of the best universities in Nigeria, the occupational therapy practice. Though you may feel, but the task ahead of you is enormous. This is because your roles as occupational therapists are in high demand, starting from the moment you walk out of this hall today. Therefore, in all your practice, always ensure to represent the image of the profession and the association. Make yourself available as members of the association, attend meetings, webinars, conferences, organized by the association. Network with colleagues within and outside Nigeria. Add to your skill. Be part of the progress wheel in OT practice globally.
be a good representative of both in every facility you may find yourself. I really want to appreciate these writing sets because we have seen some of them that have been so tremendous to the association. People like Uzoy Jinwa, Esther, Loyi Omolayo, they have been tremendous in the creative team of the association, and we appreciate you for all you are doing. You are graduating in a time where there is rehabilitation 2030 agenda, and according to World Federation of Occupational Therapists, there will be a need for 160,000 occupational therapists to serve Nigerian population. And currently in Nigeria, we have less than 200 degree holders in OT. So you are really coming to the country to bridge a gap that we need so urgently. So we urge you. So please stay behind. Help us build the healthcare system. Help us to represent. Help us build this the occupational therapy profession because you are needed and we really need you here. That's where we are. You have Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir. Like I took us down the memory that the program started here as a degree in OAU here. But it is worthy of note that we cannot tell the history of OT in Nigeria without mentioning the person that started it, Lieutenant Colonel A.I. who died just 2 months ago. And coincidentally, you will start very activities and tomorrow. You'll be late to rest tomorrow. At your permission, sir, I would like this August occasion to give her a 1 minute silence in respect of the impact she played in starting the first OT program in Nigeria. Can we please do that? May I just rest perfect. Thank you so much, members of the high table. Lastly, as we leave here, last year I was here to represent the former president of the association, and after we are done, some of the graduates was like, we didn't bring anything for them. So this year we came to present an award to the best graduating student in occupational therapy. So on behalf of the association, I would like to call the provost to help us present this award of excellence to Adio Yanoluwalu.
Mr. Adio Yanoluwalu, the Occupational Therapy Association of Nigeria, Reformers Tenure, is awarding you this award of excellence for your diligence and commitment to excellence while you are in school and being the best graduating graduate from occupational therapy. Congratulations.
Thank you all.
All right. Thank you very much for round of presentations. So when we call you the mother of the professions, I think to some extent the picture is becoming clearer now. And for your information, the woman we stood for, so great a woman. She single-handedly trained most of us, put ourselves up in Nigeria today. And that's why we are celebrating her life. Now, I want to invite an elder in the profession to welcome everybody, all the physiotherapists and occupational therapists alike. Permit me to welcome Mr. Jimo Wasiu.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma. I want to observe the protocol. Yes, we are in great effect. Great effect. Great effect. Articulate effect. Great. Few days ago, few months ago, few days ago, few weeks ago, I mean, and few minutes ago, you are still students. And with the permission of the Vice Chancellor, the Registrar of the Medical Rehabilitation Board of Nigeria had inducted. So that's why I said great event. But few minutes ago, you were inducted into the profession as physiotherapists and occupational therapists. And I've been called upon to come and welcome you to the professions on behalf of the elders of the profession. As I'm standing here, I'm not most elderly person in the professions in this fall. And I must give the honor to those who deserve it in the professions because some of them are here present and they just put me forward. First of all, I want to congratulate you parents for your efforts on our new colleagues. I want to assure you that you've not lived in vain. You are going to read of your day. Even from here, you receive the testimony. Because the professionals, they are one of the most after people in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. I will inform you in few months time. So you don't have to give them money. They are the ones to be giving you money. So before I proceed, I want to we are very lucky in this hall. You have a lot of important humanities in therapists here sitting in this hall. First of all, I want to call upon to recognize a form of recognition of our elders in the profession. In person of Dr. F. Fanina, a one-time national president of the Nigerian Society of Physiotherapists. So in this also we have of this all. The registrar medical people is one of the elders in the profession. I recognize this person. You see, I greeted you with great effect about the other time because a lot of people, including myself, graduated from OAU. And so I don't need to go into things that you have been well trained and familiar with the curriculum. But we just need to tell you that as a new set of inductees,
So you are with new challenges, set of laws, because you are no more students. You are now professionals. So the first thing is start today now. You will start looking for places of internship. So we want us to employ you to be good ambassador of the profession. Because as intern, you are not going to work independently. You'll be working under senior colleague. So one thing is you want to always observe protocols wherever you have. You are going to be employed. So there are as students, as workers, as professionals, there are things that you must comply with. Actually, most of you are going to work in public settings, especially in teaching or speaking. So there's what we call public service fee. So you must adapt to that because you want to be for everybody. So after you have been trained to during your internship. So that's why we just you must be the ambassador of the institution. To the parents, I still want to congratulate not again. You see, this we are looking at now. The issue of unemployment is out of place for them. Yesterday, no, I'm going to give you living witnesses or information. I think maybe I will even ask the vice chancellor of the CM that maybe they can even, with the permission of the parents, maybe they can sign bondage agreement with university that they are not going to travel out of Nigeria. Will you give them that permission? The them that is like yes. In an hospital. After the hospital management made a lot of effort to get waivers, because there is embargo on employment in Nigeria. The hospital got waivers from the Federal Ministry of Health to employ some professional that includes physiotherapy and occupational therapy. Interview for employment. The waivers, the number of OT that showed up, they were not enough to cover the waivers. The hospital management had to say that we should be fully at home. Come and attend the interview. Come and take job. That happened yesterday. We were begging the OT, please come. Some of them, they said, can you come on Thursday today? Can you come on Friday? I said, I can only come on Monday. Okay, please just come. But they are just the same day. The same was them. So whereas some other professionals, they are looking for job. Congratulations. The OT. Same thing applies to therapists. So that is just to tell you. And I want to congratulate you once again. And I want to appreciate the registrar of the board. When he came on board about 2 years ago, he set up a committee that a new scheme of service passion for rehabilitation professionals in Nigeria. And I'm to tell you that the new scheme of service have been prepared and has been submitted to the National Council of Establishment. And soon they are going to meet on it. So by the time it is approved, you can imagine some of our babas and mamas, some of you are civil servants. You know the number of years it will take somebody to reach grade level 12. Some of the, as they are, those of them that are working, they are going to work in Nigeria. their starting salary will be grade level 12. With proposal. The dean, HOD said yesterday, the news for the PT, GPT was approved by the university yesterday. I want to appreciate the university for the award, order for visual. And I want to congratulate you and the incoming ones. So these are set of people. These people that we train, they are very lucky. And I only talk about what is happening in Nigeria. A lot of them now, they even inform that they are just, some of them are just waiting to collect this to start their purpose. Said, sign agreement with this that they are not going to give so that's just my colleague. So as I'm coming into our profession, into our ministry, wherever you are, be a good ambassador to all the elders in the profession that are going to meet. So be respectful and the protocols of the institution are going to be yourself. Especially ESR, public service, very important. So I want to congratulate you once again, and I want to welcome you to our meeting.
Thank you very much. Yorùbá máa sọ pé ó tán lẹ́nu ó kù níkùn. The elders have spoken. So maybe we would have to wear tag on this. And make sure that by the time you are getting your license, you are going to swear that you are going to travel out. All right. I want to beg the this thing. I recognize Professor Professor Adeolu Anyawale is a cognate of our faculty from the Faculty of Agri. We are so sorry for recognizing this name. Thank you very much. Also, because I said medical rehabilitation is also a parent, and because we have long legs, the king of the us, Oni Ojaja Ogunwusi, anything, Ogunwusi Ojaja is present. So I want us all to recognize the presence and say, KBSC. We appreciate your presence. Thank you very much, sir. All right. We have been welcomed by our professional bodies. Now we want to be welcomed into the Alumni Association because all of us are now alumni. In that case, I would be calling on Professor Adeson Akinfulore. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. With the kind permission of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Adebayo, ably represented by my Provost, Professor Benis, ably represented by Professor A. Ilisomi, and also my Provost, Professor Benis I would like to align myself with the already well-laid protocol. I also like to read the following. The registrar and the CEO of the Medical Rehabilitation Therapists Board of Nigeria, Professor Rufai Yusuf Ahmad. Morning, sir. Please, we are all important and we are very, very, important people. But please, let me just welcome the following. The fellow alumni of the College of Health Sciences of Obafemi Awolowo University. If you are here, please, can you just wave your hand? Alumni, any alumni here. Thank you very much. Now, I also This great affairs are the knowledge of health sciences alumni all over the world. As you maneuver your way through life with twists and turns, you will be faced with challenges, choices, highs and lows. No matter where life takes you, you always be part of our great Ife College of Health Sciences Alumni Association. This college is a foundation giving you the wings to fly. The alumni office is willing and able to support you throughout your career by providing you opportunities for mentorship, networking within and across aspects and locations, and facilitating, for example, whatever you need it for. We urge you, as you climb the ladder of success, we eagerly await you to celebrate you in time as distinguished fellow alumni lecturers. Great Ife College of Health Sciences is known for excellence. Therefore, as alumnus of this college, we expect great things from you. Please uphold the ideals of our college and be good ambassador of the college by conducting yourself with highest level of professional ethics at all times. I implore you to look back on your stay in this institution with fondness and remember how other alumni have invested to make things better for you. Therefore, do well to contribute to the greatness of the College of Health Sciences by giving your time, talent, and resources. Finally, as we now step into a new phase of life, may the Almighty God grant you strength and wisdom to use the skills that you have acquired wisely to make yourself better and impact the lives of many other positively. Please, can you please stand? I would like you to bring out your college pin. Are you with your pin there? This pin actually symbolizes inducting you as a member of the college. Bring the pin. You remove it. Ending up to yourself. Now, if a guy is beside you, it can actually help. But if you can apply it yourself, you can apply it. You have just only 1 minute for this. Okay, so it is with great joy that I welcome you into the College of Health Sciences alumni body. Congratulations again, and God bless you one and all. Thank you very much.
Next man. College. All right. Please, let's sit. Thank you very much. Having come this far in this program, it is time for our new professionals to demonstrate that they do not have spinal spondylosis by dancing. Yesterday, they had a program. You saw and you have contact. Parents, be watching your word. Any of them that does not dance, those are the people that will come and return the certificate to you and tell you that it is your certificate. They did not want to.
Check, check. La, 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 la. Yeah. Yeah.
She had the mic now. Where's your mic? Oh, the mic. What's done? Check. Let's check. Who is that? Stars of blessing rain on me. I am in showers of blessing rain on me. Oh, I go out, baby. Kaya, kaya, kaya. Oh, Jojo mi ti rí ayé. Ọ̀rẹ́ pátá yóò yí bá. Tí mọ́mí mi ò dé, máa dé bí wọ́n ti kọjá o. Ibi tí mọ́mí mi ò dé, máa dé bí mo kọjá o. Orí mi jọ̀wọ́. So confused. I can do nothing, really do something, all I can do is be working. Sorry, I'm money, so for me. 2024, they kind of fall. Take me from time. Hey, nothing is done. It's all. I can tell you. Just show me a wall. You show up. To show me a ball. I can feel my friend every day. You know. Money, money, money. Money, 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 money. This is for me. The more you get to know, my soul. Bye. Hello. Hear me now. Shut up. Officer, torí mo fẹ́ graduate. Mo ìwé graduate. Bàbá wọn tó délẹ̀. Torí mo fẹ́ graduate. Torí mo fẹ́ graduate. Don't graduate. Mo ṣetán, mo ṣetán, mo ti ṣe é, mo ṣe é, mo ṣetán, mo ṣetán, mo ṣetán, mo ṣetán. Olùkí máa bọ̀, olùkí máa bọ̀ nílé.
People still wasted they still wasted your song. Yeah, wasted song. David wasted song. The soldiers at the back, they also wasted song. All right, thank you very much. Okay, the best dancer will be chosen by the boards of dancers, chairman of the board of dancers. Yeah, at this point, I want to invite the first band, Victoria.
I can not go to finish. This journey has many things for me. And this man where we were today, carry the weight of tears, head back, break, and letting that fundamental change who we are. OAU didn't just educate us, transformed us. This institution unwavering dedication to learning and culture, schools just academically, mentally, and spiritually. Every exam, every practical session, every sleepless night was designed to shape us into the excellent professionals we become today. From our first exam was CHM 101 to our last exam, our project defense. This journey demanded not just intelligence, but perseverance. I remember those early years, courses like anatomy, PCH, physiology, stretched us in ways we didn't expect. We quickly discovered that success meant allowing nights to match seamlessly into our days, which were already used lectures and lab. We embraced the intensity. We stayed up late and holding on to hope. The sleepless nights, we stood by one another through countless in-courses and examinations. The tears shed during every exam. This experience shaped us. They defined our growth, our strength, and our unity as a class. We certainly come a long way from running after those episodes from our 101 practical, dissecting and finally treating real life patients with confidence and compassion. But our journey wasn't just about academics. COVID-19 shut down the whole world, sent us to nearly a year. Then came the Astra. This variant in our corridor, but they taught us patience and adaptation. Yes, through every obstacle, we pressed forward, and now here we stand, ready to step into the world as certified teachers and OTs. I grew up in the art of your state. My earliest view of the world was shaped by the people I grew up in. Life there was the daily office, the noise, the constant movement, and the unspoken pressure to keep pushing taught me resilience long before I knew the meaning of the word. It was in that environment I learned that I need to work hard, stay focused, and to dream beyond the limits of my surroundings. My academic journey is a testament to the power of discipline. No doubt, I did my best. But I know for certain that it is God Almighty who has made me what to wear this crown of honor. It is He who has perfected my efforts and granted me victory. I constantly dream strength from the word of God. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This podium is not just for me, it is for the people who bought it. I thank my parents for using all to bring me to this journey. They made sure I didn't lack a thing. I would call them crying about how difficult things were, and they would pray for me and encourage me. They were constantly my source of hope. I would love to honor my parents, Pastor Sunday Samuel and Prophetess Taiwo Samuel. Please kindly help me give them a round of applause as they stand up and wave. Thank you, everyone. You can have your seat, mom and dad. To my siblings, Favor, Precious, and Emmanuel for being the best students one could ever ask for. And to my wonderful members from home and family members who were supported emotionally and financially. Thank you. I also want the incredible people who shared this journey with me. People like Ojoyi and Oluwa, Akitomide Jemima, Akon Otosi, Atere Abimbola, Ademili Damilola, Daniel Emmanuel, Obisoya Daniel,
Afolabi Daniel, and my history family. You were there during my lowest moment. You celebrated my best like you were your own. And my amazing and beautiful class bestie, Adedoyin Joy, Ajibade Susanna, Adetuite Oreoluwa, Agunbiade Antonia, and Ojelade Oluwadara, who made this journey really beautiful. They helped me to be my true and happiest self around them. They constantly believed in me and loved me so much. To my class rep, Abiola, who I was able to serve with as assistant class rep, you are amazing. My clinical group members, Olusola Anna, our clinical group rep, my lovely class daddy, Olayiwola Samuel, Banana Bread, Cairo Esther, King Adja, Taufik Mohammed, Adegoke Adeola, Olariwa Abayomi, Jobi Oluwaso, and Odebumi Omotayo. You all made me work less stressful and always make me look forward to going to the clinic. Thank you. And to every member of my state class, Magnus Insult, I celebrate. To Mutairu Said and Okele Oluwaferomi, my senior colleagues who have been helpful academically through this journey. I'm grateful for the opportunity to engage with you. I must give credit to the FYB, your exceptional organization for our class activities, from mountaineering to picnics to sports dates, including glamour dinners, gave us memories cherish forever. On behalf of Magnus Clinicals, I want to express our deepest gratitude to the lecturers who invested in us. Prof. Ojo our incredible HOD and my wonderful supervisor. You refuse to accept mediocrity from us. Your dedication goes far beyond duty, and we are profoundly grateful. Your diligence and consistency have inspired us to pursue excellence in everything. To Professor Adedoyin, your gentle spirit and welcoming make learning seamless and intimidated. You created an environment where questions were encouraged and growth was celebrated. Prof. Egu, your guidance to our time has been invaluable. Dr. Olaoye, you work tirelessly behind the scenes. You keep our department running smooth. Your contributions are deeply appreciated. Dr. Odefuge, during our exam, we ensured every detail was angled and precision, and that level of excellence made us. Dr. Okonji, you became more than my lecturer, our lecturer. You became my departmental mother. Your door was always open. Your advice always sound, and your compassion always there. You made this journey far less long. Mr. Adejumobi, your firm commitment to discipline, especially during exams, taught us the importance of integrity. Mr. Omishore, thank you for always being ready to with clarity and genuine enthusiasm. Your dedication in our learning make a remarkable impact in cardiopulmonary posting. Dr. Kolade, you are amazing. Always looking out for us and making sure we stayed on track. Your support and genuine concern for our progress meant more than word can express. P.T. Oyewole, we deeply appreciate your hard work and patience. Thank you for consistently showing up for us. To the clinicians who shaped us into competent professionals, we owe you an immeasurable debt of gratitude. To the director of physiotherapy services, Dr. Akia, the deputy director of the Department of Medical Rehabilitation at OAUT, Dr. Ile from PT Ogudame, Dr. Adedeji, PT Badru, PT Odejude, PT Ayenowo. Thank you for your leadership, your guidance, commitment to our professional development. To our unit head, Dr. Adedeji, Pediatrics, Dr. Ile from Neurology, Mr. Badru, Orthopedics, Mrs. Ogundipe, Community. Titi Omishore Ayokunari, Mrs. Bello, geriatric, to Mrs. Olutobi, Mr. Egu, and Mrs. Bello, Titi Adeyemi. Thank you for equipping us with both knowledge and confidence. You prepared us not just to pass exam, but to genuinely help. To every parent and guardian present here today, you are the true heroes. Your financial sacrifices, your emotional support, your belief in us. These are the foundation upon which our success was built. Today's celebration belongs to you just as much as it belongs to us. Magnus Olympus, look at where we are. We made it through. What seemed impossible today marks both an ending and a beginning. Yes, uncertainty lies ahead. None of us can predict exactly what tomorrow holds. But I am absolutely confident of this. The same resilience that brought us through the past 7 years will carry us into our future. We've proven we can adapt. We've proven we can go back on. And with God leading us, there's nothing cannot. As we go our separate ways, never let anyone convince you that you don't belong. And your place at every table you sit at from today forward. I dedicate this great achievement, this distinction, and this honor to my late sister, Samuel Adeogo Mzibam. Our memory is the fuel that keeps my fire burning. And to keep us grounded as we move forward, let us remember the promise in the word of God. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. The future is not just bright, as we are ready to embrace therapists and occupational therapists to lead and to give the world a run for it.
Please stop. You can't permission of Vice Chancellor. Please let me just do that. Let's be smart. Let's be smart. We have to celebrate leadership and leadership. Please, very important. Very important. Thank you. Where's the, okay, let's go. Sorry. Congratulations.
Thank you very much for the rehabilitation. Permit me to recognize the presence of Professor Fatman. Thank you very much. We like to also recognize the presence of all professors that are here in the program. We've forgotten you, but you remain in our heart. Thank you very much for coming. As we bring this program to a close, or as we go to closing of this program, I'd like to call on the college secretary represented by Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences Secretary, Mr. Bamidele, to give vote of thanks.
The ex-Secretary is represented by the Provost, Postgraduate College. Provost College website, please. Mike King, Dean of Basic Medical Sciences, HOD, Head of Department of Distinguished guests, esteemed faculty members, proud parents, and esteemed trustees. On behalf of the College of I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the university administration, faculty members, and staff for their support, guidance, and tireless effort that brought us to this junction in this noble professional journey. As we conclude this induction ceremony, I express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has made it possible, particularly to our guests. Rufai, Yusuf Ahmed. You're welcome, sir. Thank you for gracing this occasion with your presence and your inspiring words. Your contributions to the medical field are a beacon of hope. We are honored to have you here, sir. To the respected faculty members, sincere appreciation to you for your tireless effort in shaping these men and women into skilled healthcare professionals. Your guidance and mentorship are invaluable to the men and women of resilience that they have become as they embark on this challenging yet rewarding journey. May they be compassionate in the discharge of their duties. To the parents and families, sincere appreciation for the sacrifice you have made. These children of yours will surely continue to make you proud. We thank the organizing committee for meticulous planning and execution of this ceremony. Finally, to everyone, let us continue to uphold the values of compassion, empathy, and excellence that define our community and the medical profession, making a positive impact on the lives of our people, thereby contributing to the advancement of medical science wherever we find ourselves. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you very much, Professor. Now it is time to take the final bow at the new professionals, the new occupational therapists and physiotherapists, and I would like to invite the Provost of the College of Health Sciences, Professor P.O. Adebayin.
Thank you very much. Yes, before we take the final bow, I'm going to, I know the both of cancer will be leaving. As I was looking around, I could spot one of my own senior colleague, an elder who is retired from the college, and I think it will appreciate me from being a Miss this morning. I want to recognize the presence of Professor and Mrs. Ogini for being here this morning. You are welcome, sir. Retired from the Department of Orthopedic Surgery. So they are working with therapy and therapy. Secondly, I want to call on the parents of the health to please come to the photograph as members of the ITT. To be an injustice, if you don't recognize it's an honor to have them in our midst, and we are calling them to come out so that we can take photograph with them and their wonderful daughter. And at the same time, I want to acknowledge all other women that you are great for giving the ladies that special support to be the best in your meeting. I'm happy for you because you are wonderful men. In the sense that it's a message to parents. Please educate our girls. Most of parents, please talk to your friends that their daughter, girl child, she will not eat much. I want to testify here today that my mother wants me to reach education. I insisted I must read medicine, and I thank God I read medicine. So please, parents, let's give our daughters the opportunity to be their best. Yeah, we are coming, sir. We are coming down to join you. So, I'm saying this because you can see that the best graduating student is a lady. The best sneaker student is a lady. Let's give an applause to our men. Yes. You know what? We are your better and you are pushed us to be the best. So I congratulate you. I want to congratulate all parents that have sent their students to this best university in the world, OAU, best university, and I say congratulations to everyone. So please, let's take members of the item, let's take photograph of this wonderful period. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So thank you, everyone. Please, take it later. Yes, thank you. You can take it them later. So as we are closing this program, I'm going to write all the new physiotherapists and occupational therapists to write up. You don't know where your parents are seated. Please face the direction of where your parents are seated. If it's on the right or on the left. Once again, we want to appreciate our parents. These new professionals take a vow of appreciation to their parents wherever they are seated. So please, after the count of 3, we are going to bow to your parents. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, mommy and daddy. Thank you, our guidance, for all the support. All right. You are going to take a second bow to your teachers, those who have poured into you, who have taken you through this journey to make you are today. So your teachers, some of them are seated here, some are in the hall. You are going to bow down after another count of 3. So all those that have taught you all this year. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. And the final bow to the College of Health Sciences, where you have been modeled up, and then the Great Event, where you have spent this year. So after the count of 3, you are going to bow to Great Event and the college. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Go into the world and soar and fly and make it in Jesus' name.
Yeah, thank you very much. Now, we are done with the program. Every other thing can continue. We are going to close this program by reciting the Great Ife Anthem, by singing the Great Ife Anthem, followed by the national anthem. And please, I want to employ everyone in this hall. The procession will be in reverse order. That will sing this online Vice Chancellor's procession, followed by the academic procession. And then national will follow. Security protocol help this all.
I'll bring the stars with you, God. The shores with you. I look like it. Shores. Short running
Then
ọmọ mi ṣọ́rẹ́ tí ẹ tẹ̀rẹ̀. Ọmọ mi gbọ́ tèmi tí ẹ tẹ̀rẹ̀ o. Ọmọ mi ṣọ́rẹ́ tí ẹ tẹ̀rẹ̀ o. Gbọ́ tèmi tí ẹ tẹ̀rẹ̀. I'll go to you. I'm gonna breakfast and you trailer. I think you anybody can hear it. I'll I'm gonna breakfast and you trailer. I'll be to you. I'm a good job. And I tell you, love, that wasn't good to me. I did not think it would be. Nothing is good to me. I'm lucky, I'm looking for everywhere. The good and the bad and the ugly, all the good and the suffering. I'm in front of me. I'm gonna sit in the front of me. You shower me up and say, it's a yeah. Oh, she said me, oh, I told her my baby, yeah. You know,